So the term POTFF isn't one that I'm super familiar with, but the Army has now gone to, the holistic health and fitness. So I'm guessing this was kind of like a predecessor to that, where it's got the five domains: physical, mental, spiritual, sleep, and nutrition. So it sounds like
Yeah.
you were kind of on the front end of that whole program.
For your listeners that don't know as much about the military, so the Special Operations Forces are way smaller in total numbers than the general purpose forces. And a lot of people think special operations means special people. No, it doesn't mean that. It actually means special jobs. Like there's the military at large that has all of these general requirements that all militaries have. Then there's these little niche requirements that they don't need nearly as many people to be able to do those jobs. So those are special operations. So certain people just tend to maybe drawn to that kind of mission set, and I was. And so again, I went from an organization that, if you look across all the force structures, is probably more than 1 million people, to Special Operations Command, which is only 70,000 or somewhere in that range. And that includes a ton of civilians. So it's much easier for Special Operations to kind of go, hey, we got a problem and our force, let's try to figure it out. And one cool thing about how we cross level and cross talk with all of the military, that like all of the Air Force, all of the Army, all of the Marines, Coast Guard, Navy, you name it, is we can figure stuff out at a much lower cost and a much faster rate. And then if we figure out what works, the regular forces can basically then adopt what we're doing or something very similar, and it's just way more efficient for them.